we must give gratitude to him. As we come to the close, we can take a step back and think of all the things that God has given us. He will bring us such joy we shall never wander wrong, to be ungrateful or unappreciative. When we practice gratitude, it makes us more happy and allows us to be more productive and centered into our own lives. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for your gratitude always, and always being with us, for your blessings, your care and compassion, your faithfulness and forgiveness, your grace and goodwill, your hope and help, your inspiration and joy, your love and kindness, your peace and presence, your provision and protection, your mercy and your mighty power, your salvation and support, your understanding and wisdom, and most graciously, Father of all, your Son, Jesus Christ. And this we give you thanks and praise through his holy name. Amen.
It's 91.9 FM. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world. Thank you very much, JD, for that inspiration. It's 11 minutes, and that's after the 7 o'clock hour. My name is Andrew Donald. Responsibility with me once more. I need to take a break. Yeah. I need to take a break. Good morning, JD. What's up?
Yeah, pretty quiet.
I need to. It's coming to that time again.
When you say take a break, I mean from. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, from the station or from.
But no, what else?
Well, yeah, there comes a time, and the body knows. The body tells when. Sometimes like. I work a couple of days, and like you have a couple of days, and I get up in the morning, and the body say, not this morning,
Mm-hmm.
That's not
where you're going.
Where you're going. The body speaks,
Speaks loud.
It speaks loud, and we don't listen to it. Yeah.
Drums, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Go ahead.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. Good morning to Jill. But I'm reading from the Word of God, Psalm 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the way of the sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But he delight in the law of the Lord. He meditates day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of waters, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. Also he shall not wither, and whatsoever he does shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff, the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. This is the end of the scripture reading.
And thank you very much.
Good morning, Drums.
Good morning.
Well, Christmas, come on, God, but I'm still asking you, how was the Christmas?
Christmas we're going to know, and the 6th of January.
Okay, so we're still into Advent, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you see, I know. I just some people think Christmas is just
Just one day.
the day. I know we into the
12 days
Advent.
Christmas and the 6th of January.
Yeah.
Long all you, whatever you put up on the 6th of January.
Okay, so
Yeah.
until next year. Goodbye until next year.
Yes.
So, but how was the last week? Was it good?
It was good, yes, it was good.
All the chicken we bake nice and
Yeah, man, I
and
beat that chicken, man.
nice and juicy. What you do with the wishbone? What you wish for?
Hold on. I don't wish for nothing.
You don't wish for nothing?
Nothing, no.
No, and you know when you have a chicken, you have to get the body wishbone and wish for something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
You have the bone is called the wishbone in the chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, the wishbone.
You tell me that, no?
Yeah, how come you don't know about the wishbone? Yeah, I remember going for a little boy when everybody want to see who get the wishbone.
Well, which part is the wishbone?
And it's like two bones. I will, if it by somewhere done by the breast, I can't remember which part, but like, and who get how to make the wish or make a wish, what you wish for the,
I hear you.
Yeah, it's like a V part, like the bone like a V, and then you have to break, so like you want somebody else hold it and to break it.
Yeah, Jenny.
So kick and wine and things finish, or?
No, I just have to, I ain't spent Christmas yet,
You spend Christmas yet?
I ain't drink nothing for the Christmas yet. So
Oh.
for the New Year, I will drink something.
Oh, boy. So why does drink? Why does drink?
Anything, but not strong or rum and thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't say I'm going to sell you a bottle of wine. I don't know where to find you.
You must find me.
Where?
In
Drumstick.
Grenville, anywhere.
So what we're looking for? I don't.
You
Drumsticks.
looking, okay, you know where the courthouse
Eh.
You know the courthouse in
Ah.
Grenville? Yeah?
Yes, I know. Yeah, I know the cook.
What?
Well,
Well,
the
look at
courthouse
that.
in Grenville. Just go right there downstairs and ask for Geraldine.
Geraldine.
Yes.
All
And then
right.
give her the
The boy.
anything you have. Just
Anything.
give her.
Well, no one know. No one know to find you.
I was being tidy.
You've been inside by Geraldine.
Yes, I was
All
being
right.
tidy.
Okay.
Yes.
So once I get into Geraldine, I'll get into Homilin.
Yes, Jerry, good. Have a nice day. And Mr. Angela, have a nice day.
We ain't talking.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, all right.
Take care, yourself, love.
Today's the
What today?
Probably Eve, because today Thursday, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow for
Yes,
Friday.
so-
Well, I have my thing does start early because of who I follow, and then so tomorrow night we have crossover tomorrow night.
Okay, but I have service tomorrow night.
So, but mine because of the time range, mine would be early. Like for me, it would be early in the evening. So yeah,
Oh,
you have
okay.
when you have crossover from the one into the one, and it'll be good, very good.
It does be good.
Yeah. So all the
But,
best.
New Year's, we have been service 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock
then
New Year's. Okay.
Go to 12 o'clock, and then after that, we having something to eat and drink.
All right. Fellowship.
Yeah,
You have fellowship and
Yes.
swallowship after that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's good.
So I'm wishing you all the best for the coming New Year, you and Mr. Andrew Donald,
Right, yes.
and keep up the good work.
We'll always do. And with you
And with
following
God,
us,
Bless all of us, all who living in the world. Bless us and guide and protect us for the New Year.
right.
Because we living in this COVID time now, so we have to trust in God, put God first. and-
Exactly. Yeah. And for
and
all that He
God
has done
can
for
be
us.
great among us,
Yeah.
that we may survive. Because but without Him, there is nothing doing.
Yeah. Trust Him. For all that He has done for us. You
Yes.
heard that? You heard the song? You heard the song?
Yeah?
All right. You liked it? All right. So
Good day, good day.
have a wonderful
Have a nice
day
day, have a nice
until.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Real FM Radio. Good morning again, JD.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Donald.
Stand by to link to the folks at the Met Office with the latest weather.
I cannot tell it all. If I had 10,000 tongues, it still wouldn't be enough. Tuku na kwama really.
Got some bad news.
Bad news? Wow, what's it?
Choose a number between 1 and 200. Okay, put it this way. Not more than 200, not less than 150. Choose a number.
198,
Come down.
178,
Go up.
180,
Go up.
185,
Up.
189,
Down.
187,
Up.
188.
188. Good morning.
Good morning to Mr. Donald. Good morning.
Morning to you, Miss Scott. How are
Yes,
you?
and good morning to your guests. Good morning. And to your staff. I just want to say something this morning. I want to wish all your staff a new long life, health, strength, and that God blessing for the new year, 2022. Eh?
I think so.
Yes, well, God blessing. That is all. And He will add on. God will add on to him. And to you get the same to him and all the farmers of this country.
Thank you, Carmen.
Also to all the ministers, Miss Yolan Bain, good morning. God bless you. Mr. Donald,
Yes, ma'am.
that is a lady that helped me and I could never forget that.
Good.
Miss Yolan Bain Horsford.
Yes, no, I said good.
Yes, just allow me. That is a lady that I will never forget. Miss Yolan Bain, Mr. Peter David, Mr. Dr. Keith Mitchell, Mr. Donald, if you don't hear my voice again, you hear it from me. There was a time when I came from the United States of America, I was homeless in Grenada. I didn't have nowhere to stay. Family, friends, they looking out for me, and these are the people that helped Miss Camille Teresa Scott. After family member threw me outside in the cold in America and I came back. These are the people that helped Camille, Grenadians, you know. And today, Mr. Donald, I'm happy in my little house. I don't know where to sleep. I remember sleeping under the Catholic church. I remember sleeping by the hospital under the shed there. So I want to give thanks to these wonderful people that helped me along my way on my journey what I was going through. God bless them, and I want to wish them all the best for the new year. Despite what people say, I could testify to the world. These are people that helped me put me back on foot. And I'm very grateful for that. I am very grateful. God bless them and their family. I want to have a blessed new year and God's guidance and protection. And also to you, Mr. Donald. Xander, all my wishes and blessings to you, Xander. Xander is a wonderful young man. Well, he used so much in Shantimel to her. And everybody have a blessed day and Happy New Year to everybody. God blessing and everyone in Grenada. And people, do not buy the hand that feed you. Always remember the kindness. When you're thirsty and somebody give you a glass of water, consider that.
I gotta go for the weather.
Bye-bye. Have a blessed day.
You too, love.
You too.
And Yolan Smith, I love you, darling. Mr. Donald,
Yes, darling.
when you speak in that, I say I love her with all my heart.
She hearing?
She hear it?
Yes, she hearing.
That child nice too much. That child is a loving child. Yes. Bye-bye. Love you all. I didn't song already.
All right, take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, good.
What shall I
Real. It's 91:23 after 7. Tema, good morning to you. How you doing, brother?
Good morning to you, Andre. Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm fine.
How is the season treating you thus far?
Well, it's how I treat the season.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the season can't treat me. I can't let external forces do so and have so much effects on me.
Okay.
If I let that happen, then what am I going to do to my listeners?
Okay. So then the question is, how have you been treating this season then?
I don't know.
I expected that. Yes. Well, Andre, before I start, let me wish you, your staff, and all your listeners a wonderful 2022. I hope in everything it will be better than 2021.
And from the management and staff, auxiliary and otherwise here at Real FM, we wish you and all the workers at the Met Office, and by extension, all the workers, security, AIS staff, and also the workers at the TAR, and landscapers and cleaners and firemen, and everybody else, taxi drivers, concession store operators, restaurant operators, everybody who makes the airport tick on a daily basis. We wish you guys all the best for 2022.
Okay, thank you. Okay, well, down here at Point Salines and by extension, I can say most parts of Grenada and the Eastern Caribbean, conditions are fair. Our winds are now east-northeasterly at 12 miles an hour. Barometric pressure is now 12.7 millibars. Now that is below normal, but rising. Current temperature, 25.8 degrees Celsius. That's the same as 78.4 Fahrenheit. Relative humidity is 75%. During the last 24 hours, we had a maximum temperature of 30.9 Celsius. That's the same as 87.6 Fahrenheit. A minimum of 25.4 Celsius or 77.7 Fahrenheit. During that same period down here at Point Salines, we had no rainfall. That's made the total for a month remain at 94.3 millimeters. Let's look now at the public forecast, and this is valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and the PT Martinique. We can expect conditions to be generally fair. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles an hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides are currently rising, so high tide will be at 11:16 this morning. Low tide will be this evening at 7:22. Maximum temperature today should be around 31 degrees Celsius or 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunset 5:53. Sunrise tomorrow 6:28. So just to repeat the public forecast again, remember it's valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. Conditions are expected to be generally fair. So Andre, until next year, back to you.
Thank you very much, Tema. Until next year, my brother. Take care of yourself.
Take care, man.
All right, one love.
Yeah,
Until next year.
until next year.
That's gonna be a long time, isn't it? long time.
We're in 21 years, 2022, a long time.
It's the longest, shortest time of the year.
Shortest?
Well, when you say next year,
Okay.
it's long.
It's
but
long,
you know it's
yes.
only a matter of hours
Oh,
before
well,
you get
yeah.
into next year. So it's the longest, shortest time of the year.
From 10 down, yep. Counting down, I'll talk about counting. Do they still did do this thing in Times Square? I'm wondering. I've never followed it.
Never stop.
I'll never stop. Is it catching of the ball or something?
The dropping of
dropping
the
of the ball. I remember the dropping of the ball at Times Square. Yeah, 2022. What will it be? I don't know. No one knows what it will bring. What it will bring is a matter of us to make it the way we think best. But we have to be very, very mindful of what we do and how we do what we do.
Julius Bernard, good morning. Alison Brown, Vanessa Lalji, how you doing? Errol Bonaparte, Dale Nayak Thomas, and Betty Matura. Top of the morning to you guys. And Dale, I'm trying to reach your husband. I'm not getting him at all. Could you inform him, please, that I'm trying to reach him? Thank you so very much, my dear. It's Thursday, right?
Yeah, it's Thursday.
That's why you're here.
Yes, I am here. Yeah. And as you were saying thank you there, I need to say thank you to Uncle. Uncle, thank you.
Oh, the big guy?
He's the big guy.
The big guy.
Uncle, I thank you
What?
for what you sent by the iron board. I received what you sent for me by the iron board.
The big guy.
I received it. But Uncle, let me tell you a secret. You know, I make pudding yesterday.
And listen to the secret I didn't get. That's public knowledge. I did not get. Right? What pudding you make yesterday?
Potato.
That's all?
Well, to a point, yes. I tried something, but it didn't come out too well. Where I mixed cassava and corn, but it came out a little bit hard, so I didn't want to.
But how can you mix cassava and corn?
Why not?
Why?
I
And
tried
you
some.
see, duh.
I
You
tried.
could ask me and I'll tell you no.
Why you can't mix it?
Well, it ain't good to mix.
And you mix cassava with flour, other flour. Why you can mix it with corn?
Go on, mix it with corn again.
I,
Next time, mix it with corn.
No, I didn't. I tried something for the first time, and then I got some cassava flour and some kind. I said, let me try something and see what you can come out to, But it's eatable, but it's not, because there's a lot of more ingredients I had to put in it.
It's not presentable.
It's presentable. I had to get like raisins and put some fruits and so into it. But I didn't go through the whole process. I just said, let me just.
Why do you still buy fruits, JD, when you farm so much and you always have so many fruits around you? Why do you buy fruits?
What fruits you have? I don't into this. I don't really do like dry it and so. But there's market for that. The dry fruits, the condition, and condition makes a nice dry fruit. I know a lady who does it and put.
I haven't seen a conditioner tree for a long time.
Yeah, man, there's one right by me. There's a tree right by me. There's a tree
Where, the top?
right by where I live. There's a
Yeah,
tree.
where?
At the top of the road there.
Oh, it's there. I must look.
Yeah, don't even sit. You have to go there. And it's
I
a
got
very
it.
good cleansing. It cleans your hands so nice,
Yeah,
man.
I have to
It
go and clean my fingernails.
Yeah,
Get some-
that can cleanse. It cleans your thing. People take it and to scrub the tiles and so in the bathroom. Natural cleaning,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think it takes out stain too. There's a lot of things we don't, we have and we don't know. We go for the artificial. But for cleaning hands, man, you just rub that into your hand. And talking about cleaning, one of the best word I heard over the weekend. There's a guy who cut where I live there. He cut on the right side, the road. So he cut the right, he cut the left. And in the center, he left some grass. So I was talking to one of the workers on the sanitation truck, and I said, you see what the man do? He cleaned up, but he couldn't cut it. And the guy says to me, pride. I mean, not that I didn't know the word, but hearing it from him, he said you must take pride in whatever you do in your work. I said,
Somebody cut a coconut tree by you, just on the corner,
oh no, it fell.
and nobody cleaned it up.
Well, who else? If I did not go the morning, it fell like during the night, and I had to go out. First, because the other vehicles come around around 5. So I had to go and clear the road. And since I cleared the road, I cut up thing, and then it just remained there. Nobody moved. Well, the sanitation truck had moved more on the side, but it's there. Nobody would do nothing to it. If I don't do something, nobody would. It needs to be cut again, and then to come up from there. It fell at night, and luckily, probably nobody got injured when it fell. But nobody does.
Nobody gets, if plenty people has used that road.
So I know,
You're passing there once in a lifetime.
So I know in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, people come. Well, yeah, the vehicles comes out and then they couldn't pass. So I got up. And as usual, I do it early. I went and I cleared it, so the vehicles could have passed, people could have passed, and then, and that's how it is. Nobody seems to care about it.
Nobody move, nobody get hurt, man.
That's it,
Nobody move,
but
nobody
coming back,
get hurt.
nobody gets hurt. But pride, take pride in whatever you do. You take pride in whatever, and appreciate your job, regardless of whatever it is. Don't look at it as, a down job or whatever. Whatever you get, you do. That's we have to take pride in doing whatever we do. Yeah. So coming for I'm not sure if I've not decided yet what's happening until probably tomorrow night. Yes, tomorrow night I'll know exactly where we're going. I mean, talking about spiritually, church and so I may be going and maybe doing I don't know how long, if it's a 40-day or 21-day.
Yeah, I know you usually do your fast.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what it's going to take this year. So whether I might be available for.
When you fast, what do you do?
Well, you use. Well, yeah, you have to do a lot of fasting here. You do a lot of prayer. You pray. You do a lot. You don't just fast, and you must have a reason why you are fasting. So it's a good way to study. Most churches have 21 days. Some might have a 7-day fast. Some might have a 21. Some might have a 40-day. But for me, you spend time with the Creator. But prayer is one of the things that you do. You get yourself involved in. Some of them, you cannot eat nothing between sunrise to sunset.
So after sunset, you're fully ready?
You could eat. No, well, not again. You have to be careful what you eat. You don't go and eat. You try to eat, as light as possible. Some allow you to drink, or you could drink water. Some allow you to drink tea, without just plain tea. Some allow you to use. You could use grape juice. You could use that all depends on your condition and what you could take. But it's good. Eh? I mean, it gets you down to. Spiritually, it's very, very good if you could take on, and this is the time I do a lot of, reading, research, and I do a lot of writing at this time. Sometimes, so it's good, a good thing. But
I'd given you the number. You went to 198, then to 178.
178, and you end up with 188.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the amount of cases we have right now.
So are we rising?
Of course.
All right. So
yesterday, would you believe that? Positive cases or active cases yesterday was 124. Today we had 188. 64 cases.
Cause?
64. Was it cause of it? Carelessness?
Well, and by the time next come, it could be worse, so. Yeah, people, because when you listen, the thing that was when you listen to the outside world and how much they think, and then we take it for granted, I think it's bad in Trinidad. I didn't get it to it, but I think it's very bad in Trinidad. But when you listen to the bigger countries, and we take it for granted, we're thinking, well, we're so good down here. No, I don't. That's not the case. We got to be careful and cautious on whatever we do, and obey the laws of protocol, what is necessary. But we don't take heed. We don't adhere to the warnings, so we pay the price. Then I guess they're going to up now with the time limits and so whatever, raise up the bar again. So
I don't know.
You got to raise the bar again. So, yeah. And a good thing for the we should be using, which is very good for the immune system. It's like with some ginger with turmeric and and some lemon juice with warm water first thing in the morning. That will help our system. Take it on an empty stomach. Ginger, turmeric, lemon. That will help us get somewhere. And he has a lot of turmeric around, local turmeric, and there's quite a bit of ginger.
Somebody introduced me to white turmeric.
White? I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
That's new to me. White turmeric.
White. And I promised to plant it.
Yeah, they had plant. Yeah, they had it.
They gave me the fruit.
Okay, I would love to see that white turmeric.
Mm-hmm. White turmeric.
Okay.
I was like, wow. It doesn't look. It's just not the. It's definitely white. It's not the the yellow color that you're accustomed to.
yeah,
So I think, wow.
the saffron color.
So what is saffron color?
Saffron is a different thing. Saffron and turmeric is two different things. Yeah?
That's the next thing.
We don't say saffron. That's
You can't pay for saffron.
saffron, no. That's a little bit in a bottle. Little, yeah, I think it was in food fair. One of them supermarket, a little, and when you watch the price,
Yeah.
in a little bottle, like it's, and it's so protective. I say, what? But that is mainly grown in, like in India, places like India, and so you get saffron. But
A lot is grown in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan, yeah, those
A lot of it is grown in Afghanistan.
saffron and turmeric. There is a, how should I call it? It's red. The name, we call it uku. But there's another name for it. But people, I don't think people in Grenada use it that much, but it's widely used as a spice, especially even in Jamaica. It has a red, fluffy pod, and it grows in, you might find about 6, 7 in one attached together. There's one by the road, but most people in Grenada don't use it. But in Jamaica, there's a farmer have a whole field of that in Jamaica. He dries it and grinds it. But it stains your hand, like when you're cooking, it's very good for cooking. Very, like you're stewing meat or so, you're doing oil on, you put it seeds. I saw in Tobago, Trinidad, where this guy put it in salt and he preserved it. So there's a number of things we should be using, and we don't pay attention to it. And it's available all about, most places. And it just grew and just waste. Every year they grow, it produces all this fruit, all that, and they just go to waste. Nobody bothered much with it. Yeah.
Well, good morning, Grenada again. Good morning, Caribbean. Andre Donald with JD. And we're just about, relaxing and winding up the year. We're not too forceful and not pushing anything down your throats this morning.
You could call and, whatever you feel. How was your year? How did your year go? What you looking forward to for 2022? My motto, my thing for 22, all things new in 22. So all things new in 22. So tomorrow night I'll get what the church is saying, or what they for next year. They have this for the entire year. But for me, all things new in 22. Yeah, what do you want to achieve?
So there is indeed white turmeric.
There's white turmeric. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And a lot is available now because there's not much tourists in there, so a lot of people has turmeric on their hand, and we should make use of it. Turmeric with lemon and ginger. Ginger, I think, was selling up to $12 a pound over the Christmas. Some people 10. Some people did it at 10, and so when you go and you see ginger, how much for the ginger? $5, $10. They're not telling you if it's half pound, 1 pound, but they put it in a bag. $5, $10. Over the holidays, what was scarce was seasoning pepper. They hardly had any seasoning pepper on the market, both seasoning and salad pepper. And again, poor planning. Nobody, very few people had. And if whoever had, the quality was not good, and then the price you're getting for your $2 is maybe 2 or 3, and in a little bag for $2. So, but again, that goes down to planning, and we don't as farmers, we don't plan properly. I didn't check from tomato, but I guess other people planting tomato now. So by next year, or by the first quarter of next year, there'll be a lot of tomato on the market. Quite a lot.
Something is taking place. And I believe that citizens of Grenada become more aware of it. And the only people who can stop it are the citizens themselves. This is not something any government or organization can do. And I call out here the Poultry Association of Grenada Poultry Association of Grenada. Now, as Poultry Association, I believe the entire nation has been behind you and continues to rally behind you because we all want better stuff to eat and less expensive stuff to eat. So when you tell me that with a nation behind you and we're fighting against, and government too, well, if you have the nation, you have the government, fighting against Caribbean agro and the astronomical prices that they're charging for, or they selling to you at. And we know it is not proper. And we know it has to change. And government has given commitment to work with the Poultry Association to change it. But my God, you poultry people don't care. You don't care about God, man, nor beast. All your concern is that almighty dollar. And you do this every year. And one wonders if you don't set it up yourselves. How on earth? This one started with me. Call, I'm coming to you. This one started with me. I'm in Grenville. I say, Bridget, and a soldier rule, and I say, we need to get some eggs. So we saw the eggs. So I said, here's some money. Hop out, and I'll make a block around. I come back around. I meet him. He's right by where NIS building is. Mm-hmm. Right there. He's there, and I meet him, and he hops back inside the vehicle. So I'm like, yo, shut up, where's the eggs? He said, "Boo, Jed, we can't buy the eggs." I said, "What happened?" He said, $30 a tray. I said, $30 a tray? With 30 eggs in a tray? $1 for an egg? That's craziness. Well, I thought that was bad. JD, in a couple of days, eggs were selling in Grenville and in St. George's for $50, $55, and $60 a tray.
Is that true?
That is true. And the Poultry Association, come on. Government give you guys so many concessions, which you're supposed to be passing on to the nation. And you want to sell me a tray of eggs
up to $60.
Up to $60 a tray? $2 for an egg?
That's ridiculous. Did you have to buy it? You have to buy it?
Did I buy it, Jimmy?
Why?
I didn't buy it.
Oh, well.
Oh, come on. Good morning. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Andrew Donald.
Yes, good morning, I said, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Donald. This is Peter David. How are you today?
Oh!
Are we getting to Christmas?
Pedro?
I just got a call to tell you Happy Christmas and through you to tell all the farmers Happy Christmas, which is gone, but all the best for the new year, more importantly. And,
Minister?
Yeah. Yes, my brother.
I honestly believe good things are in store for agriculture in 2022. I
think so too.
The only other ministers that would have called me would have been Anthony Boson. I mean, I'm not talking for this Christmas, but would have called and hung on to the line. It would have been Anthony Boson and Clarice Modest. And if you stepped into that thing, I have to look at you different, Minister. I tell you what, I can manage your campaign for free.
That's all right. You have enough work to do in the north. You gave up H.A. Blaze Church Street a long time ago.
No, I can't do that, bro. I'm coming back down to register, bro.
Well, you're always welcome. You're always welcome.
How you doing, Minister? Thanks for calling. How you doing?
Not bad. Just thought I'd call and say happy season to all the farmers. And to, we had a meeting of the Ministry of Agriculture yesterday, all of the heads of department meeting to plan next year. And in the meeting, I realized that so much was done last year, but we're not really saying enough of what we're doing. But more importantly, again, is that there's a lot in store for next year. But I don't want to go on and on this morning. I just want to say that we will be out there. We will be touching base with farmers. We'll be listening to farmers. But more importantly, we have to increase our implementation rate. And that is where we focus next year. Next year is the year we believe we call it the year of innovation and transformation. So we're trying to transform the sector. And starting in January, we'll be out there and we'll be communicating with you. And I want to thank you too for doing a wonderful job in talking about agriculture, because some of the best times I've had is talking on your program for sometimes half an hour, sometimes an hour. And it was really, after I came up with the program, I felt inspired. So thank you for that, and keep up your good work for 2022.
Most definitely. Minister, I just want you to do one thing for us or to ensure that in 2022, come around Christmas, that we pay a better price for eggs, which means that we have to work with the poultry people.
I heard you on the eggs. Yes, you know, we live in a society where demand and supply determines price, and unfortunately, because of the state of that sector, we've been having these fluctuations. But in the new year, we have a plan to sit with the poultry farmers and sit with the association and try to work it out so that the society benefits. You know, yesterday we were talking again about the importance. That was a major subject actually in the discussion yesterday. A paper was presented by Brother Nugent Bernard, who talked about how we treat with poultry. So that again, we can't discuss details this morning, but we have to engage. And again, it's for Grenada, for consumers, for farmers, to ensure good prices, good products, and cut down on the food import bill.
Minister, again, thank you so very much. My co-host here has one question for you.
According to your plan for 22, you should have included that word implementation also to that 2 words you have for
Well, implementation runs through everything, because you know the truth is, if there is one area that needs, and I think the cabinet itself recognized that, and if you listen to the budget debate, the Minister of Finance recognized that we have a lot of good ideas. Sometimes we have all the money available, but then we have low implementation rate. So I agree with you. That has to be the hallmark of not only the Ministry of Agriculture, but all ministries, all sectors going forward. We need to not only plan, we need to not only talk, we need to get stuff done. So I agree with you, and thanks for that comment.
So, sir, take care of yourself, take care of the family, and enjoy the rest of the season.
See you in St. George's soon, or I see you in St. Patrick's, whichever. You come down, I come up, and we'll certainly link up.
Well, take care of yourself. One love. Okay,
Love.
bye-bye. Well, that was a nice call.
that exactly. So that was asking if you have into Christmas.
That was a nice call.
I hope the year ends well with that, and it will begin better. I mean,
The only other ministers would have called me like that and hang on.
I know. I don't see.
Anthony Boson, when he was a minister, well, even now he still does it. Clarice Woodess, she does it. I think Delma has done it in a couple of occasions.
I, for one, like to give the call. I mean, I was in my training. I was taught, when you call, you take the call, and then you say, well, if you can handle it now, just say, well, I'll give it me. Take the call. Always take the call. Once they call, come on, just take it, and we were talking about the eggs, and so last year we didn't have egg problem, but somehow. But I think from what I heard, the problem was, I think they say with getting the chicks, because of the COVID too, a lot of things affected the sector. I mean, while I say it's true,
supply and demand. Yes, I understand that, but trust me.
But the price, that's ridiculous.
No.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous. The price being at what, $50 and $60 for the tray of eggs? You must be crazy.
Real Value sells a lot of whole chicken. What they had to just weigh, like all of them was at the same price. They were very small. They didn't have a choice. I heard that they were very small birds. So they, they were below what they normally, the size that they normally sell. Because for them, they have a particular size they take. They value have a particular size. They don't go beyond, and they do a nice presentation in the local chicken. But
JD Zephyrin says good morning.
Good morning, Zephyrin, and I hope you had a good holiday. I hope that year was good, and then according to your past president, make 2022 greater.
Who's the past president?
Well, DT.
Who?
DT.
DT? Say the name.
Donald Trump.
Say it, man.
Donald.
That's it.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
J Center. I don't remember if
Forget this. Trump.
Donald Trump.
Trump. The guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
He'll make
Not
it-
this kind of weakling that they have there now.
He'll make it great again.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll make it great again.
I can tell you something.
Yeah.
Biden is a bigly problem. According to Donald, is a bigly problem. Bigly problem in the U.S. is Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Devon Romain, good morning. Is my phone working properly? Yeah, I think it should be.
Yeah. So I know for last year, the last year and the year before, they had the egg was not a problem because last year I getting eggs all over, But
Well, last year there was COVID.
yeah, but eggs it was not a problem. They had quite a lot of eggs. Yeah, last year.
Yeah, last year was not problematic when it comes to eggs. No, wasn't at all. But this year, whoa, la, people. All they make a money, yes, but all they rip off black man to make money, Jay. All they mustn't do black man that. You understand? You must not do that. Can't afford to do that. This is real. 91.9.
Lift your hand. You alone deserve the glory, Jesus. You alone deserve the praise.
Yeah, you see, Zephyrin didn't like Donald Trump. I don't know what Donald Trump do you, Zephyrin? Yeah, the most controversial president the United States ever had, Donald Trump. And the weakest president the United States ever having right now is Joe Biden. Do you agree? You're not listening, or you can't hear yet?
I'm not here.
Okay. The weakest president that the United States ever had, PJ, is Joe Biden. You still not hearing me?
Neither do I.
Y'all not hearing? Well, something's wrong. There's nothing that I'm doing different.
Is a call coming in?
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, JD, BJ, and good morning, Grenada.
Good morning, sir.
And Andre, first of all, Donald Trump made so much a mess for 4 years, that Biden had to spend most of his time cleaning up all the toilets and everything like that with doo-doo all over the place. That's it fun for him. Good morning to the farmers, and I just want to wish all our farmers, all the best, right, for 2022, and continue to focus on making agriculture your business, right? Focus on what is important and make it your business. Turn it into a business, and not just plant and just sell because we want to. Make it your business and turn it into a business. And I think we will be going for that. I think it was a good gesture for the minister to call and, let the farmers know that he's there. And that's good. That's a good way to end the year and to begin in,
You finished?
and everything like that.
You finished?
Well, one last thing.
Okay.
To all our frontline workers again, I'm appealing to you, continue to do the good work you have been doing, right? When it comes to, the protocol and showing that people do the right thing. And to our Grenadian people, we're starting to get careless again. Every time we get a break to have a little festive time and everything like that, we decide to just drop the ball and be complacent. 64 cases. I mean, come on, we got to do better than that. So to all of us out there, let us do what we have to do, right? And keep this thing at bay. Yes, Mr. Donald.
I just went and got the mop and Clorox and thing and
and
the
then
water to
to
clean up your mess. You
to
just
clean
like
up your, to clean up
to clean up your mess, the mess you just made. I'm going to clean it up. Do you understand? On the disrespect Donald Trump, you and Zephyrin. I know what all they have against Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Well, in my view, as you rightly say, the most controversial president that the United States have ever had. I mean, based on what I know, could be wrong, and but he has. I'll give him what it is, Andre. He has basically bring America back to excitement in certain areas, right? But he has created turmoil and doo-doo in a lot of other areas. That is why he's paying the price for it legally right now.
You follow basketball?
At this time, no, I hardly.
The Lakers are losing, right?
Yeah, the Knicks are winning. I know.
The Lakers are losing and losing badly.
Wow.
And that is what the media, they're focused on that. The Lakers are losing.
Yeah.
But here's what. LeBron James is averaging 30 points per game for the last 8 or 9 games.
That's excellent.
Right. But nobody's focusing on that.
No.
They're focusing on it. Exactly. So nobody focused on all the good things that Donald Trump did. All the good things, hold on, Devon. All the good things that he did, nobody focused. You, not Zephyr, not anybody.
I just give him his compliment.
No, no, y'all don't think. But anyway, let me leave you alone. Donald Trump forever. Yeah. Zephyr says good morning to all. He says good morning to all the health workers on the island. Yeah. They deserve that, just like how you just saluted them. Goodbye, take care.
Have a good day.
All right. Jay, what's up?
Morning, Andrew.
You hearing me now?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, you hearing me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay.
Because all along I was hearing you good. I just take up the phone for a while and then I got mute. I don't know. Somebody's on the line.
Somebody's on the line. Good morning.
Good morning to you all gentlemen.
Good morning, Clifford.
Let me take this opportunity to wish all of you all a bright and prosperous New Year. The Christmas was good on my side. Hope it was good on your side. As for the agriculture field, I would like to see a more positive and stable situation in the agriculture field come next year. There's a lot of plans. The minister have a lot of plans on. The farmers are willing to cooperate to some extent, and we want to see a diverse, real activity in the agriculture. Too much talk. We want to have less talk, action, and see things put in place. All structures put in place. New committees formed, and so on. This thing that we're going around with for years, cocoa and nutmeg, it is time to strike a balance. It is time to strike a balance. It is time that cocoa and nutmeg find their rightful place and come together. It is time for us to see the zoning of agriculture or of lands and see a more positive. It is time to see something constructively done towards the Prida Lassini team and stop the talk show of Prida Lassini. It is time for us to see a positive. Well, I know that the minister made some recommendation together with the Senator for Agriculture that government should look at putting in a proper unit for Prida Lassini. In other words, something they say that it could work as something as the CID, right? Where you have people can get the promotion, where you have people can be, they can more or less operate as a sort of independent body, as a sort of body where they could take more decisions so that we see a better management. I think that they tried well because they put some more laws in for soursop and things like that. But we want to see a more real seriousness into agriculture. And too much farmers are losing. It is time for us to see a unified cocoa and nutmeg thing. The farmers are complaining more nutmeg are selling now, and what we call bonus is not there. So it's time for the organizations to put their act together and come up with it. Government try their best. Government before, I know that the NDCD tried to, because Mr. Tillman Thomas was interested in seeing a unified cocoa and nutmeg body. And I think it is time now to take the decision. Some farmers would not be pleased, some will be pleased, but you can't have farmers in this up and down situation. We need to see agriculture take a height. And so people like BJ and them who have influence and who is outstanding farmers, they must take the lead. Take the lead and let the authorities know that it's time for us to see a proper diverse. As for the situation in Grenada now, I'm worried. I'm totally worried that our people, we are not listening to the protocols. We're not adhering to rules and regulations, and it seems as if Grenada is going to pay for it severe again. It seems as if we're going to go down a slippery road very, very fast again. And let's take out, I see too much people putting the tip of politics in it too often. Take out the politics in it and let us save Grenada. Thank you very much.
Good. Are you scared, BJ?
Scared of.
The numbers? It's gone to 188. It's back up to 188.
Whether I'm scared or not, that doesn't change the
It doesn't.
formula.
Are you scared?
Scared.
Are you cautious?
Yes, I'm cautious.
Okay.
I generally don't get scared that easy.
Yeah, black man not scared.
No.
Yeah.
The most fear you can have in life is to be fearful of life itself. You're living with a permanent torment if you're living that way.
You got a caller. Good morning.
Andrew, good morning. You and your team.
Thank
I
you.
want to wish you all the best for the coming year. You have done a great work. I want to thank you for that.
Thanks. Wasn't done alone.
Yeah?
It wasn't done alone. People like you so made it possible.
Well, we must praise the Lord for that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of green peas for sale.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Price $5 a pound.
What's your price?
Well, at the going price, why is the going price?
I don't know. How are you going to know that?
Well, the last price I knew what I sold for last year was $10.
$10 a pound?
Yeah, last year what I sold for.
Shelled or unshelled?
Shell already.
Shelled already?
Yeah.
Okay. How am I getting a couple of pounds I want to buy?
Well, I could drop it for you. But
Yeah. Where you going to drop it? Here at the station?
Yeah, how much money you want? I have to go this morning.
Make that about 5.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, make that about 5.
Okay.
What time?
Just before 9 o'clock.
Just before 9 o'clock. All right. Yeah,
around 9 o'clock. Lee.
yeah, I can work with that.
Okay then.
Yeah, about 5.
And
Right?
the sum here for you put it together.
And the sum
Yeah.
you have for me from last year, remember?
Yeah, but you will get it this year. But you know me.
Yes. All right, take care, man. Thanks.
Okay, then take
All
care.
right, good.
Okay.
JD Green, please. You don't like it, do you?
Yeah, but I don't go buy peas for $10 a pound.
Yeah, it's all right, man.
I wouldn't buy peas for $10.
What are you going to buy it for? 5?
5. Yeah, 5 is reasonable. 6. And just now, there's somebody who I know who will have peas. They'll sell it $5.
Well, it is what it is. If you want
Yeah.
it, you get it. Well, what about you there, fella?
I love green peas.
Mm-hmm. But you won't pay $10 a pound?
Well, I normally would buy sometimes when
Yeah.
it just comes in. When they plentiful, when
You
it's
get it?
$50,
Exactly. So, yeah.
Come on.
yes.
Yeah, just that. You see, I don't discriminate the farmer. You know,
Demand and supply.
demand. Well, not only that, yeah, because you see, the demand and supply can come into the eggs conversation that we're gonna have it during a short while. You know, as a matter of fact, let's start the eggs conversation. How on earth could you tell me demand and supply could bring eggs to $50 and $55 and $60 a tray? That is demand and supply?
Because it's really scarce.
No, that
Let's say that's bad-mindedness.
bad-mindedness. You got it right there.
Wickedness.
Wickedness. Imagine that you have eggs at that, yeah? You have eggs at that price. When Wayne Archibald, aka Hot Wax, was selling his eggs, and I was cussing him. He was selling eggs at 25. You know, I'm like, what you do wrong with you there? You crazy hour.
Normally it is at 22.
Normally, you know what I'm saying? Or 18. But, okay, 25. I can understand that. And I give Wayne enough props because he did not go beyond that. But you can't tell me man want to sell eggs $30 a tray, $40 a tray, reach up to $60 a tray of eggs. So what? That is golden, that is goose eggs and golden eggs then. No. They have to stop that. They have to stop that. That is not something that they should be doing. And if you know of any poultry farmer that practicing that, BJ, talk to them.
Andrew, there is a saying that there is no patriotism and capitalism dog eat dog. You know, people don't care about affordability. The only thing they see is the dollar, and you really can't go on living that way. There is a side to human being and collectively, which people call humanity. And sometimes you need to understand that yes, something can be scarce, but there should be a ceiling as to what you sell it for.
Yeah, there must be a ceiling, man. Come on.
Otherwise, you know, your market will be out of control. People will do what they want. But it's all about
Greed. Don't look for no word. I have it for you. Greed. That's what it's all about. What say you, Virgin, over there?
Yeah,
that is greed.
Greed, yeah, greed. They want to make a killing out of, and out of it for the Christmas.
Well, they don't just want to make a killing. They killing.
They kill the goose. They killing it there. But it shouldn't be that high. So when you from 20, how much it was going before per tray? 18, I don't. Previously, before Christmas.
Say that again?
What was the price before Christmas?
Before Christmas, in Grenville, it was $30 by a gentleman who was selling by the close to where the NIS operates.
But generally, what was the market price? I say before Christmas. Generally, what was the market price?
When you say before Christmas,
well,
2 days
during
before Christmas?
During the year.
During the year,
yeah,
you would run from between 18 and 22.
Okay.
Depends on who you're getting it from.
Right. So
between 18 and 22.
18, and when you sell it for 30, way over 50% markup. I mean,
extra. Well, not just that, but look at it this way. Imagine that a parlor, eating place, that they do breakfast.
Yeah, I have to do.
And they're doing eggs. And if they're doing an egg for your boiled egg for you, then they'll have to sell your boiled egg for at least $125, $150 to make something on it. That ain't making sense. It makes no sense.
Sorry. No, it's too expensive, Andrew. Eggs are supposed to be selling for those prices.
I think, while you're talking about egg, I think fish price has gone up to $8 a pound now, I believe, yeah.
It's been like that for a while.
$8?
Yeah.
I think it was $7, wasn't it $7?
No, it's been at $8 for a while now. Over 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, it's been at $8 for a while. If you get it at $7, it's because you're probably dealing with somebody that you're accustomed dealing with, and you probably get it at $7. But it's been it.
Anything fisherman charge for the fish?
Yeah, man. Just buy it and forget it, yeah.
Out in the ocean,
yeah.
Anything could happen.
Well, you know branch.
You know branch or they just so I don't question them, yeah.
No, and they committed. The time they leave to go, they're trying 5 o'clock in the morning.
But they just drink too much rum, man, and spend too much bad money, and they involved in what they call it, in prostitution.
Well, I used to have fishing around, and live close to the sea. So go and hold 2 little fish and stuff. What I can take about fishing is that sometimes you will be struggling with something in the water and believe it's a really huge fish.
I'll go pitching again. What? Yo,
That's where they
That's where they bad.
That's where they bad.
Yeah.
They're young, you know. If you don't care, you care.
Somebody's saying to me here, what is the role of farmers relative to pre-Delasny? They say they don't understand this thing. Who is responsible for protecting? Is it the police or is it you, the farmer?
Well, I think both, yeah. They have, in order to deal with pre-Delasny effectively, people will have to work collectively, the police and the farmers themselves. In fact, the general population will have to work together with the farmers in order to, and the police, in order to curb that kind of practice.
You see, because one of the things that I know is that we end up putting the whole burden on the police. So, and then we operating as if the farms belong to the government. And some people work in the farms. The farms don't belong to the government, belong to you.
Yes.
And one of the reasons that pre-Delasny continues to rise is that farmers don't spend enough time in their farms, PJ.
Yeah, you have too much spare hours
Yeah.
when there is nobody there. However, the thieves are, they don't just pop in and do the doing longer. They would monitor recce and surveillance and know exactly when to come in and when not to, that kind of thing. Andre, this is a problem that is affecting our economy and affecting the morale of the people in the country, the farmers. I personally think that this is something that the government, the state, and I just want to say the government, the state will have to deal with this problem.
I believe that
very
where the state cannot deal with it, it's going to be virtually impossible for the state to deal with monitoring everybody's farm.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Andre. When I say the state, I mean all the arms of the state. I'm talking about the courts. I'm talking about the police. I'm talking about the church. I'm talking about every other thing.
But there's another thing that we don't speak about, BJ. There's something that we don't speak about enough, and that is the person who buys.
That's my point.
The person who purchases. Yeah. Because BJ, if a man pass through your land and him see a bunch of planting, and you realize, oh, that planting nice and it look like it go ripe just now, you see it kind of turn, and you take a hand, you in vex. Because you know he took that to eat.
That's cool.
Right. However, when the man do send, he cut 6-7 bunch of planting, you know he's going to sell. He ain't eating that. So who is he going to sell to?
Well, Andre, many times, and that's what I'm saying, the state collectively have to deal with that problem. This is not a problem you can deal with in different sectors and different sections of the country. Everybody have to come together and just, burn that out. Let me tell you something, Andre. A few months ago, held some guys telling my so-and-so. They confess. The police took them to court. A few of the guys said who they were going to sell it for, in fact who they sold. The magistrate asked, and where are those people? Nobody answered.
She must ask the police that. Where are they? They should be here.
Well, Andre, you're not supposed to stop there. You don't understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be stopping there and
because you can't
give that story now. As far as I'm concerned, Andre, whoever they sold to by now should have lost the license, the export license. And
everything.
And basically, a red tag should be placed on them.
But they should have been in the court and sent to jail too.
I don't want to go that far.
Well, yeah, it had to go that far. They should have been in the court and sent to jail also.
No, the Apollo is worse than the
guys there,
and the thief, yeah.
Are in prison now, some are, that kind of thing. Andre, what we are doing, we are trying to solve a problem from bottom up, and it's not going to work. there is one way how to deal with organized crime and organized theft, and that is you go at the head of the thing, you cut it off. The rest of the body go try to function still like a foul head you chop off. You're gonna jump up all around the place. And you beat up that because that don't have no control because the head gone. And you beat up the rest of the body until it start move. You kill the thing dead. And you start all over again.
Because if you don't
People are stealing animals, right? As a matter of fact, in La Fortune there, a nephew stole from his uncle 3 animals. Now, between me and you, BJ, it has been proven that he didn't kill them and sell them. So that means he must have sold them to somebody. So take us to who you sold it to. Take us to who you sold it to. And you don't talk. We charge you with contempt of court and you stay in court until you talk.
Just the way we do things, and I'm not blaming the legal system, I'm not blaming the police, I'm not blaming...
Who you blaming?
I'm blaming...
Us?
No, I'm saying I am blaming the way we choose to function and deal, and I'm just talking about the police and we have to deal with that thing. This is a problem, it's a cancer that we have to root out. It causing national problem, and when things are causing national problem, we need to go at it and deal with it as patriotic religions. Let me give you an example, Andrew. There was a guy who I have, stealing my sauce.
Again? Take target on you then?
To listen to this story. So we brought him to the police, and the police arrested him one Sunday morning and charged him and gave him a few years in jail. Then came COVID, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So they thought the prison was sort of overcrowded, and that made sense. So people with lesser crime, people with petty kind of crime, they sort of release them, so the prison don't get too overcrowded.
Okay.
And that makes sense. That's a decision that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I saw him outside and I said, what? He said, "Bitch, boy, luckily COVID come because right now, so them really see.
All right.
COVID didn't finish yet. The curfew still on. The police caught the guy, all right, with 300 pounds of buy sauce in a vehicle, going and sell. You understand? They arrest the guy, charge him. He day in prison for a few years now, I think 2 years or whatever. The point I'm making on is the vehicle that they held the guy with the source of weight. In fact, the guy didn't have no license, he got to drive with a license. That belongs to someone. That vehicle didn't have to be seized and impounded.
Of course.
And be sold.
And sold to give you money and give BJ money.
And another thief is driving this vehicle around the place again, We're recycling those kind of, people. We're recycling them. If you recycle, just get them new. You just go and arrest man in prison and bring them out and they come back and do the same thing again. Like you just newing them up.
Now I feel we need to do something in 2022. We need to do something. Said, okay, fine. This is how we go. There needs to be some
drastic.
Well, I wouldn't even say drastic.
The police are trying,
yeah, but you see, but the laws ain't helping. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Do you know? Part of what you're all talking, do you know that there is a law? I think BJ know that. There is part of the agreement that when you hold somebody and the magistrate charge them or so, and they pay that fine is supposed to go into a fund to recompensate the farmer.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
And that fund have not been working at all.
When you say it has not been working,
well,
what do you mean?
People, the farmers have never received those funds into the thing. If anybody appeals,
but
the government.
Farmers cannot receive the funds, Clifford.
No, listen what I said. And when you are charged and the person decides to pay that fine, that fine is supposed to be put into a fund of which the person that you wrongdo, the person that you steal from, be compensated for that. But I do not know of any farmer that have got compensation. So if the person paid that fine has got going into the consolidated funds of the country and have not gone into that fund that the farmers would get paid from.
All right, so that doesn't mean that it's not there. Once it's in the consolidated funds and there's a record of it being there. And that's what I hate about you. You laugh and giggle When
Yeah, well, the
somebody
record
hold
is
on,
there.
when somebody's trying to impart some knowledge and you laugh and you giggle, so I stop.
Well, you see it as your way. I'm not laughing at what you laughing at you. I'm laughing at the situation, not at you. So if you want to take it that is I'm laughing at you, I'm sorry for that. But I'm not laughing at you. I'm saying that this thing, I know of other people that came and talked to farmers about these things. When Miss Rush was there, all these things were discussed with the different farm watch. And I'm saying that it is not working. Those things are not working. The compensation to the farmers are not there. Right? And I agree with you all day that come next year, something serious has to be done about that. That's why I said that before. It's on the books, but the farmers are not receiving it. And it is time for decisions to be taken and to be enforced. That's the point I'm making, and that's the reason why I laugh. Because they are not being enforced. Right? Somebody suggested once again that send the persons to work in an person's farm. That could be a very risky thing. It might look good, but that could be risky. Because you'll have to have a supervisor watching these people working. You know, who you going to send? A police officer or a farm watch officer? So it could be risky, but something has to be done for some measure of satisfaction to go to farmers. I see a fella last week selling yams for somebody. He had a bag of yam on his head. And he put on, he tell the person $40 for everything. The person said, no, I don't want all that. Take out a few. He said, 20. He said, no, I don't want all that. Take out a few again, I put it aside. He said, give me 10. He said, okay, I will take that 10. And assured that person to have a piece of land. And that's the point I'm making. People get away, and these things are not just good. So if you get all that yam sale, that is $40 in making in yam. Yeah, it might take him some time to dig it. But look at the problem. It's something that we talk about and it's not being enforced. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Real 91.9, 91.5, www. And BJ,
Yes.
if you see, and JD, if you see someone selling to me agricultural produce and you know that that person ain't got lands, I maybe don't know, but you know that that person ain't got no lands and that person ain't farming anywhere, and you don't report that to the police, you are as guilty as the person who bought it and as the person who's selling it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I talk to you what is the deal for planting a garden? What is anything yet?
Planting days?
Planting days, none.
Nah, we have any.
Yeah.
None for the end of
None
the
for
year.
until next year. Yeah. Yesterday was the last, probably they say for underground, but they said after that, resist from from anything. Rest yourself, rest the land.
Yeah.
Right.
What is it I could do for a yellow spot is even stick and blubber?
Yellow spot in fig and blogger. What can be done?
Leaves.
On the leaves?
Leaf spot?
Leaf spot?
The spray from the...
You'd have to spray them.
Okay, yeah.
Okay?
Also soy up.
Say?
Also soy up too.
Sauce up too?
Yeah,
What's wrong with you? I'm barely hearing you. What's up with your phone this morning?
Yeah.
You're using what are you using? A speakerphone or something?
No, just there by the radio there.
Yeah, well, you sound like you're in a hole, so we have to ask you to repeat all the time. What was the last thing you said in relation to the leaves again?
The soy up leaf, that if we want to spray it, I'll get the squeeze to spray.
So you have what? You have yellow spots on your sauce up leaves?
Not yellow spot on the soy up leaf. It is just black.
What's wrong with the sauce up? We're not hearing that.
The blight on the leaves.
Oh, blight on the leaves.
Yeah.
Well,
White spots.
white spots.
You probably get the Ministry of Sprinting. They normally assist farmers with spraying. And once you contact them, Mr. Thaddeus Peters, you will send his team come and probably it's good to work with them a few before you take on the spraying regime yourself, because they can identify the case that you have and
And deal with it. All right, so call the ministry, ask for Mr. Thaddeus Peters, and explain your problem, and he will, of course, reach out to you, okay?
All right.
Right. Take
What's the number
care.
there? I'll have to look in the book.
Say again?
I will have to look in the book to get the number there.
Yeah, look at the pests.
I don't have a number. Ministry of Agriculture, that is pretty easy to find.
All right.
All right, good. No man, you let him go and look for the number, then, he knows that he look for the number, so then he knows that he has to call. Can't do everything for everybody, VJ. Seriously, you can't do that. No, he has to now go and get that number, and you'll appreciate it more, because at least he would have done something.
Actually, I was just thinking that here we are at the end of the year. We spent the last 20 minutes discussing trivial asking, which is a problem, and a real problem.
Serious one.
And we really shouldn't be spending time. We should be giving stats now as to how many cases we had, how many people get hung up, how many people in jail still, what are that kind of thing. We should get a report from the police as to how they're handling that thing. This is not an issue that we need to take lightly. We need to root that out and burn that out quick too. Because what you're going to start having is people becoming violent, people start doing things that they shouldn't be doing with their crops and that kind of thing. Because people have a limit as to how much
they could, yeah. Because I have some problems with some blogger.
And we're exporting some of those crops. You don't want people to be doing things arbitrarily that can affect the export market.
Exactly so.
This is multi-million-dollar, business, and we don't want to ruin that. So the state gonna have to, calm down on those kind of activities.
You see, even with soursop, there are so many buyers. So 6-7 people passing looking for soursop. So anybody get a take, whoever give them they're not concerned. They just, if you say ask them to sell, come for it. They just go, they take it, and like everybody, the man who is buying to go and sell, I don't know who they're selling for, but there are so many vehicles up and down every day in the same area where they getting all this soursop.
We have a huge market base outside for soursop.
Yeah, but
the demand for Grenada soursop is very, very huge.
Yeah, I know that.
Because of that, you find that a lot of people trying to get involved in the trade, it's lucrative, and that's okay. Because soursop is being sold at exorbitant price outside there. The point I'm making is that because of the current situation with that market and the potential that this market have for Grenadian farmers, we need to handle this pretty uncertain thing.
Yeah, in a better way, but yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And we need to have controlled export, that kind of thing. We need to have traceability so people can know which farm that this produce actually come out on, those kind of, so if something turn up outside here, we can trace back
the thing,
back
yeah.
to the farm, that kind of thing. And
But,
we need to, the people who trading in soursop need to meet HACCP's, standards.
Yeah.
They need to meet international, because it's a food that you're dealing with some beverage. People
Yeah,
turn it into drinks and that kind of
yeah.
thing. So we need to be really careful as to how we go about, you understand, protecting that market that we have. I mean, cocoa and nutmeg are, crops that are traditional crops that are dying out in the brethren. And as far as I'm concerned, we have something going good for us.
And this, protect it and yeah.
The interesting thing is that I was one of the saying, hey, we need to add value to the soursop and send it out. Instead of sending raw soursop. And I was informed by somebody who is involved in the trade that you can't and you shouldn't. I'm like, why? Says that The market for Grenada exists in raw salsa, not in the pulp, not in the pulp form. So even if we pulp the sauce up to send it to the United States, we are going to be competing with everybody else.
Yeah, but Mexico and all them.
They cannot send in the green ones, the raw sauce up. They cannot send it, but they can send in the pulp. So we are fortunate, and that is why we have to protect the industry. And you see, a lot of people don't realize that we cannot pulp and send to the United States. We could we can pulp and send to Trinidad.
Yeah.
You know, we can pulp and send to Barbados because Barbados doesn't have the amount of sauce up that we have, but they're making sauce up drink. Do you understand? So if they want, we can pulp. Or we can start pulping and keep a lot of it here, we'll keep some of it here, and make the juices and so on that are so very nutritious.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The thing is that as it stands, we don't have source up to meet
the demand.
The demand
Yeah.
outside there.
Here's a question, BJ. Somebody saying I have a plum tree that's looking like it's burnt. All the leaves black. Has anybody noticed that? Anywhere? Have you seen that before?
No,
No.
probably need to speak to Thaddeus again.
Thaddeus Peters.
It's not how you call this? Blight? It's not blight. It's from
quite possibly it's blight.
Blight, yeah.
It could be
But,
blight.
you don't see it, so you don't really know.
Yeah.
It sounds like it is blight, But you don't really know. You don't want to tell a person something.
That you don't, yeah.
So Thaddeus will be the person.
Thaddeus will send somebody there or some extension officer. And ideally, these days you just take out a picture and forward it.
Yeah, to just forward it, yeah. Not to go and, just.
And they probably look at it and tell you, give your feedback on it. You don't really have to go in.
They're good like that.
Or technology, yeah, you take a picture and technology, you take a picture and you say this.
In a virtual world.
Yeah, so the person is saying that, they will get in contact with the
Take out a picture and
ministry.
send it to, and then they will, forward it to them.
Yeah, so they'll get in contact with them and then something will be done.
When this blight, very, very, very rampant about the places this affecting fruit trees in a big way.
Yeah.
So what's up and know somebody who has a huge field and used to be, a real, producer of serious quality salsa. And then all of a sudden
Blight. What's causing that? Is it?
Well, blight is a fungus.
And caused by.
It can grow. It can produce a spore that can fly and move about from tree to tree. So it's easy from one tree to have it and pass it on to the next one. Just drop it. The spore just fall on something and they find the right,
conditions. Is it wet conditions that cause it?
Kind of
Damp condition because
So then you'll have to do proper drainage and pruning of trees.
Aeration and spraying too.
Spraying.
Because there's a mango tree where I live, right? But it affects me at the bottom, lower at the bottom. It's full of blight.
So cut it down?
Well, not my...
Sometimes when the rain falls, we can clean up the trees, like heavy rainfall. We can wash out the
blight just like that.
Stuff like that. Some people in the past used to use smoke. They used to smoke the field, just like create heaps and they have the smoke go through the field like that. And they say it will choke the blight out.
I got a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Sir.
BJ, good morning. Happy holidays to you, JD.
Great.
Nice. You were talking about pre-elastomine right a minute ago. And I think government can help the farmers by working with Greenlick. Have Greenlick install electrical poles on the road. So then we can get Pro to install wireless routers close to the farm. And then farmers can install their monitoring systems to catch those thieves, That's one thing the state can do.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, I think the legal system really needs to step up the game. When they catch someone, they need to put everybody involved in jail, including the person who enabled the thief, by buying from them. Because I remember when my house just got built here, 3 guys broke into the house. They sold all the appliances, and then they sold it to some guy for some gold chain. Now we found out about it, through word of mouth. We told the police. The police, they went to talk to the guy, and they said, "Yes, I did." I said to the prosecutor, "Okay, so why aren't you prosecuting the guy who enabled them, who sold it, bought the stuff from them?" Prosecutor says, "Oh, no, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. We want them to work with us." So that was absolutely ridiculous. So the system needs to get revamped, really, because they're working against everybody.
I do believe.
Yes, sir. Happy holidays.
So how's the farm?
The farm is great. Oh, I knew some guy was calling about Brung. His leaves turning brown. We had some cold air came in last month sometime.
Yeah, we
cold
did.
air came in through the night, yeah. And then the next day the sun come up real hot, and then so a lot of the leaves on trees have brown edges and they're turning black. But I think it's because of the cold air we have. Because I've got some here myself. Right here in the yard here, lots of my trees are turning, the leaves are brown because they got sunburned because of the cold air and stuff like that came in last month. So
Climate change?
That's part of climate change. Yeah, we've seen it effects here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, but the farm is doing good. Doing great. I've been cutting grass. Now that the rainy season is sort of stopped, good time to cut down the grass and clear the land a little bit. So that's what I'm working on.
Time to have a sheep.
Time to have a sheep. No.
Or a cow.
If I have a sheep or a cow, I wouldn't see it. They're gonna take it. So yeah, I'm not gonna enable them.
Yeah, have a good one, man.
You enjoy, guys.
Take
Happy
care.
holidays.
Yeah, all right, be blessed.
Love. 21 minutes on the upswing now to the 9 o'clock hour. Real 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to all our listeners, and thank you so very much for all the support that you gave the agricultural program in 2021. Looking forward to us doing more together in 2022. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Monster.
Good morning to the listeners and the panelists.
Good morning.
Yeah, I remember growing up as a young man. Farmers used to use what they call pen manure. Like the cow, they used to have the cow on the pool for the grass. Then they might throw provision, cane, they might throw fish shell and all this. And when they sing bind together, you get pen manure.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to plant lettuce with that and other crops. Just put some in the hole and the thing will grow. But now, I'm coming to this question to PG and the gentleman there. I'm not certain of that, but I'm asking. I want to get a fact. I'm hearing now that in order for people to speed up the growth of the product, of the crops, they are using chemicals. And I'm wondering if BJ is practicing that and the other gentleman is practicing that as farmers. Because if we speak in food security here, I don't feel it's secure enough to give people crops to speed up your growth, to make that money in a shorter space of time. You're using chemicals. I just want the view on that. That's what I'm...
Andre, I've said this many times. There is no substitute for pen manure. Pen manure not just add nutrients to the soil so the plants can take it. It actually helps with the soil too. It helps make the soil better, make it more productive, it gives it life. Actually, soil chemistry is a wide scope, to understand what is taking place there in order for plants to take nutrients and for soil to be stabilized and that kind of thing. It's real complicated stuff. And a lot of farmers, what happens is that they kill the land, they kill the soil. They don't give it time to follow, they don't give it time to recuperate, they don't add pen manure, just chemical fertilizer right through. After a time, what that does, it creates an imbalance in terms of the nutrients
In the
and
soil.
the availability in the soil. If you don't look after your land properly, some people don't do deep plowing to basically, to basically turn up your soil and cause good irrigation and that kind of thing. So you have, a whole heap of problems developing, and what a lot of people turn to is just like plant crops, give it some fertilizer every week,
and
you're
that's
done with
it.
that.
Yeah.
Well, how long you can continue doing that for? What we were sitting on is 50 years of development, before we had a major hurricane. People had, good lands to deal with and that kind of thing. No, what you find is the next generation that took over after the one that died before. They believe in quick fix. And they were just trying to go in and try to make some money without understanding that you need to have sustainability. When something going to be sustainable, three things need to happen. It need to be good for the person who is doing it. It need to good for people. It need to good for your country, and it must make economic sense. If it doesn't have those aspect of things, then it wouldn't be sustainable. Now, in relation to people actually producing food by chemicals, I don't know who involved in producing food by chemicals in neither any part in the world, because chemicals are being used basically to treat your plants for things like fungus and
Pest
bacteria
and, yeah.
and insects and those kind of things. Those are what we call chemicals in agricultural terms. All right. Now, if you are farming and you're using like fertilizer and you're using it in the right ratio, you aren't using chemicals, you are just using fertilizer. Now, what a lot of people do, the mistake that they make, is that they take a handful of fertilizer and they just go and put it on the plants. They don't even mold it in
Right, so
and rain don't even fall in, so the plants don't even get the nutrients.
It exposed to
And
you.
you're losing the fertilizer,
Yeah.
and you're actually doing damage to the soil because you just concentrate the fertilizer in one area. Now, if you're going to give the plants 1 pound of fertilizer over 7 days, it's better to divide that 1 pound of fertilizer in 7 different portions and give it some every single day. The plants will do better. It's like you. Just like how you want nutrients in your food every single day.
Yeah,
You
so
you need 3-4 times a day for
that's
sustainability.
right, yeah.
Don't make you think they're different. They aren't much different. In fact, they probably need nutrients all throughout the day and water.
Water
and
is
stuff.
key,
So
yeah.
if you can actually provide that for the plants will grow twice as fast and be twice as much, maybe 10 times as more productive than just growing
yeah.
without taking care of it in that manner. So I'm saying that if people can spend manual and get back to that, and in fact we should, and add to the soil, we will be in a better position. There is no substitute for pen manual, and it releases the nutrients very slow too, and that gives it an advantage. Whereas chemical fertilizer and stuff, before you put it next week, you need to put it.
And yeah, because it's like
with pen manure, if you put
it's
it in
there.
the hole and
It's there,
the
yeah.
soil properly, it's there, and it releases the nutrients fairly,
Well, I always say,
very slowly. So that makes it even better for your crop. Like, if you fill up your hole up in manure, you probably doesn't have to do anything.
and it
for
takes
the life of the plant.
it takes less water. Because the water you have to use is less because it holds the water. Yeah, you should using pen manual in the hole.
I would never involve in farming where people just using chemical to produce stuff. That's always the time. I involve in some hydroponics farming, and I don't use chemical none at all. None, period. In fact, that's why I don't eat vegetable, only eat vegetables that grow. And if I'm going to, I wouldn't use chemical myself and use it myself, or I would be trying to kill my own self. Some of those things, brethren, they don't kill you now, They kill you over
A period of time, yeah.
That's
very-
true.
Yeah.
Now that we've come to that, I would. My question to you, BJ, is this: how is the hydroponics going?
Exceedingly great.
You happy?
If I'm happy.
You really to say exceedingly great. That means you must be very happy with
Andre,
this.
let me tell you something. The way I go about life, I don't really guess things. if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not doing it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take risks with those kind of things, you know. I don't go and get involved in something and then struggling afterwards. I'm not taking somebody's job and then I can't really work for them, you know. That damaging your character and your moral and everything else, you know. I don't have time for that. If I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not getting involved. Until you're getting involved in writing bananas out of study that for long period of time. Particularly I'm getting involved in hydroponics out of studying that for a very long time. So when I'm getting involved in it in a practical way, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not guessing.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Are you studying marijuana production now?
Long time. I've done that years and years and years. I'm just looking for the opportunity. Brethren, let me tell you something. I'm an innovator. People who don't innovate are followers. People who are followers are always picking up crumbs. Things people eat and leave behind.
That fall from the table.
Yeah, because you're picking up crumbs. I don't have no time for that. Let me tell you something, brethren. If I'm doing something, I do it good, or else I don't do it. Simple like that.
Yeah. Good.
So if I'm getting involved in something,
no, you must have the knowledge. You must know where you want, what you want to do, where you want to get to that. You got to be different from them.
Back to marijuana. I thought we might have been talking a little more about that now that
right
the
now?
year coming to an end.
Next year.
You have 10 minutes, BJ. Go ahead. Yes, a long time. Go on. Say what you want to say about ganja.
What I want to say about that
Ganja.
is that I am a little scared that by the time we really and seriously get involved in the production of ganja, which will happen sometime, it's going to be too late. The market going to be too turbulent, and we'll have to be struggling too much to find the ideal market and the ideal place in order to trade, because the competition is going to be so huge. I think we have everything going for us in order to capitalize on that market. I have the opinion that some people are scared. I'm of the opinion that we are entering territory that is,
Uncharted.
And then, some people have it going to be above normal, and then blocking them from making the right kind of decision and stuff like that. I have the opinion that growing ganja for domestic consumption is a waste of time. I of the opinion that if we handle that thing properly, and where the government can pick up its dues from that production like they're doing from alcohol and other things, this will transform the economy fairly fast too. This is about the quickest thing that will cause a serious impact in the agriculture sector. We just need to be courageous about it. We need to be firm about it. We need to have the right mechanism and structures and system in place to control and deal with that thing, which is not too difficult to deal with, and the right kind of people. And I have the opinion, Andre, and I hope the politicians aren't listening. Now, we do not switch on the radio station today. Andre, between me and you, we owe what, $2.something billion in national debt? Give me 2 estates and maybe $2 billion of startup money, and I'm convinced I can pay the national debt in 4 to 5 years, and everybody can live freely, no stressing.
You like the guy in Mexico? You like Pablo? No,
After 5 years, $2 billion. I give the government like that, and I say, pay the national debt. You understand? In fact, we're not collecting any money. The money going to special office, not in the treasury. We're not trading nationally, but the money going somewhere. Nobody can interpret it. Escrow, they call that.
Yeah, escrow account, yeah.
At the end of 4 years, give me 5 years, 1 election term, give me 2 estates, I can pay the country national debt of $2 billion. I only need $5 million for myself after 5 years. End of story.
One per year.
Hold on, what Andrew getting?
Good name.
Good name. What?
A while ago you said you hope the politicians are listening. Your friend listening, you call, yeah, so you listening.
Peter David listening.
You call, yeah. So.
But Andre, I'm serious about that. I can do that. Because every dollar we make, a certain amount have to go towards paying national debt. The country cannot involve in serious capital investment because we have debt burden to deal with. All right? And this is no individual problem. This is a national problem that we have. And as far as the concerned, to rectify that problem and put us in safe zone, that the country can seriously invest in, in capital, investments and stuff like that. You need to let me clear the country national debt for them in no time at all. 5 years.
And you believe you can do that?
I know I can do that. You don't believe? No. What's wrong with you?
Got a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Andre.
Morning, sir.
I heard a few minutes ago you made mention of drainage. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I spoke to drainage in relation to the source up, yeah.
But the thing is, if you, as you know, the estate, many of the estates in Grenada has been sold out, and everybody cannot buy at the same location. Now, imagine you buy a piece of land in the center of, an estate and so on. People surrounded you with their piece. Now, today, I realize that many people don't deal with drainage. Just a few people do that. But in a situation where you want to open your drain and then you have no place to let it go, you have to pass in somebody else's land, in which they won't allow you to open that drain to take out your water. Now, the thing is, what should we do? I think BJ may be able to help us with this problem. That's one. And two, I'm sorry that it's so late now to answer that. But in the days of the revolution, it was very minimum you were hearing about pretty larceny. If the station was even closed and no report was being made of people losing their produce and even making reports of discontent in the village, I don't know. Somebody suggested that too much democracy could be a problem, If the people was afraid of the gun and they was stealing anybody,
You are so correct. Too much democracy is not necessarily the best thing. All right, thanks though.
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
Andrew, we cannot overemphasize the use of proper drainage in relation to farming.
Yeah.
A lot of people make the mistake of having big parcels of land, don't put in no drainage,
That's
and then
problem,
they have serious issues. You have to be able to drain, help channel water, help the land to breathe. It help improve the quality of your soil, because what it does, it's also for in a lot of cases, some people would have instead of they have like drains that let off into another drain for water, they would have box drains to trap the water, and they will soak the land with it, and gradually the water will trickle
on its own,
drain, and that kind of thing. And plants actually love to be wet that way, rather than the water coming up from on top and just trying to find its way down. And you lose less water that way.
With proper drainage,
With proper drainage. And in a lot of cases, sometimes some people put drains to take out water. Some people don't put drains to hold water too, They don't want the water to go from the soil.
Well, they
after a time,
the water can find its way and gradually keep the land green until the rainfall.
And especially if you have stones in your land, when you open the drain, you put the stones, and the water takes its time and seep through, and
So, Andre, in relation to that, but I think in relation to my man, we have his land and he have to empty out his drain in his neighbor's farm. They should probably sit down and talk together, and see how they can control the water.
Work it out.
There's something they call back-to-back farming, I farm to reach your land and you farm to reach my land.
And then
But we sort things out. There is no boundary between us. We know that there is a boundary. But the farms are looking so similar that you couldn't tell, and we need to get back to that, where people farm to reach the neighbor farm to reach them, so you couldn't tell the difference between what's happening around. Because Andrew, some of the diseases that we have spreading rampantly now is because of lack of farm sanitation, One man may try and keep his farm very, very good, and the next man next door who boundary with him keep it in a very bad condition. There is no sense in you trying to keep yours clean, because it is going to come over and there is no way you stopping it, with the kind of heavy breeze that we have in, the quantity of insects that we have moving around, people moving around without any control. No way you're going to stop those kind of things, You're going to be spreading the disease by doing those kind of things. Andre, you look rather tired this morning.
He needs to rest. He needs to rest.
Coming to the end of the year, and I must tell you that
I told you.
He's tired. He needs to rest.
Recuperate and maybe take a few days off.
I wish I could do that.
Rejuvenated.
I wish I could do that.
You wish you could do that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well,
I wish I can take a week off at least.
Try it.
Try drinking some sauce up tea in the night. Only.
So who tell him man doesn't sleep?
4 or 5 in the evening and see what happens. Try doing that for about 3 or 4 days, 5 days, and this will help you, I'm sure.
The leaves?
Yeah, the leaves. Try the leaves.
And you have right behind your house have leaves.
Some sauce up tea in the evening. Drink
I have sauce up in my farm.
In the farm?
Right there.
You don't really want the sauce up itself, do you?
No, you have
the leaves. I have the trees. I have trees in my farm.
Right there. Yeah, you don't have to go
and there's certain people, if they come in my farm, I call the police.
And there are people who sleep, and they sleep. They know they sleep for 6, 7 hours, 8 hours, but they get up tired.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really rest. They just sleep. What I want you to do is rest. Drink some sauce of tea.
Yeah, the doctor ordered.
Yeah, BJ.
My doctor ordered. So you just go there and don't pick.
You need to sleep and at the same time rest. Some people sleeping
And they're not rested.
They get up tired.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to them. But they know they haven't rested.
I find you train words. I find you train words, BJ. I find you really train
No,
words.
but he looks tired. He looks like he needs to. That's why he said this morning that you want to take the time to take a break. Yeah. He needs to take a break.
Well, Andre, we come to the end of the program.
End of the year.
Yeah, you better say that because I wasn't going to say it.
I don't even know the time.
Yeah.
So, we just want to tell everybody, stay tuned. Hopefully
22, yeah.
It will be a better year for everybody.
It's
Everyone.
me and you in 22.
We have
Last caller. We can take that last caller and see.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
Hi. Andre,
Yeah.
I want some peas, please.
Some what?
Peas.
You want some peas?
Yeah.
Gentlemen have peas for sale.
$10 a
$10 a pound.
Yes, but I don't know how I get in it.
Some
Say
guy
again?
that call and see. I don't know.
Huh?
He knows the guy.
I didn't hear you.
I don't know how I get in it. I want some peas.
To put your order?
Well, leave your number. I can give it to the guy.
Wow.
But that's the only how you're going to get it. I don't even know who I'm speaking to. So I can't say, okay, fine. That's all I can do.
I can look at it.
Oh, you? Well, my dear, do you want me to give the gentleman your son's number?
No problem.
All right, so I'll give the gentleman your son's number.
Okay then.
And then he'll get in contact with your son, and then they're going to work it out, yeah?
Yes, thank you.
All right, no problem, love. Take care of yourself.
Okay, nice.
Okay,
So, as Abba says, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. That should have been the tune to end the program.
That's a good way from don't knowing the person to dear and to love in the end. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
That's Judd's mom.
Judd Carter?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
You don't let me say hello?
I will.
Wow, you see
That's
now?
Judd's mom.
Son, Andre.
Yeah, well, there you go. Judd have too many fathers.
How much fathers? That you are going to
Judd
ask.
have a lot of
How much
fathers.
fathers he have? What? Biological, not real. Biological?
Except I don't know his mom.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's her there.
Yeah, so?
Yeah, when she said cadet, that's when I knew
And
who it was.
then the thing changed, so.
Yeah, that's when I knew who it was.
So?
But I would I'll give the gentleman her son's number so you can call him and they can work out and get some of that. Guys, take care. One love. Thanks again for the year. It's been really, really
Look
great.
forward to 2022.
Yeah. One love.
All things bright and prosperous.
Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is Elise's news update from the Northern News Network. Details right after the break.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&N Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices. Or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&N Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Welcome back. Grenada is currently experiencing an increase in COVID-19 cases as the new year approaches. According to the latest COVID-19 updates, on Wednesday, December 29th, a total of 64 cases have been recorded, with the number of active cases now standing at 188. In the region, the Director General of the World Trade Organization said Wednesday the Caribbean could serve as a production site for goods such as vaccines, and that efforts are being made to get manufacturers to invest in the region. The discussion was on the topic how trade can be used to address challenges related to public health, climate change and food security, and included President of the Barbados-based Caribbean Development Bank, Dr. Jeannie Leon. Around the globe, across Europe, people are lining up outside COVID-19 testing centers as COVID-19 cases surge. Neve Barker has more.
Across Europe, there are queues outside COVID-19 testing centres as a surge of coronavirus infections takes hold. Here in Greece, planned restrictions have been brought forward after the number of cases more than doubled in a day. The World Health Organization, the moral conscience of the crisis, marked 2 years since the start of the pandemic with a warning to rich nations racing ahead with their vaccine booster drives.
This is the time to rise above short-term nationalism and protect populations and economies against future variants by ending global vaccine inequity. I want governments, industry, and civil society to work with us on a campaign that targets 70% vaccine coverage in every country by the start of July.
Many world leaders, including the British Prime Minister, have thrown their weight behind getting a third dose of a COVID vaccine into as many arms as possible. We know Omicron's a milder variant and that those admitted to hospital are spending less time there, but it's highly contagious, meaning large numbers could still need hospital care. It's also affecting frontline staff numbers. Absences tripled in London's hospitals this month, and nearly 10% of the city's firefighters called in sick.
The overwhelming majority of people who are currently ending up in intensive care in our hospitals are people who are not boosted. I've talked to doctors who say the numbers are running up to 90% of people in intensive care who are not boosted.
Neve Barker, Al Jazeera, London.
And in sports, in basketball, Jay Moran scored 41 points as the Memphis Grizzlies came from behind to beat the Los Angeles Lakers and recorded third straight win on Wednesday. That ends the latest news update. Thank you for listening.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour. Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents: soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Who
wants to save 30%. Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low? For one, we size our transformers just for what we need, and we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LED. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
How do you know if it is working?
We pay attention to the usage history table. Over time, our average usage.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most. Your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
Dear Grenville Cooperative Credit Union family, 2021 came with many challenges, but we were able together survive the difficulties presented. Our board, management, and staff thank you, our cherished members, for doing business with us over the past year. We take this opportunity to wish you and your family a very merry, but most of all, a safe Christmas holiday. We invite you to call us on 442-8602 or drop in to your preferred branch and take advantage of our Christmas special offers. We look forward to serving you in 2022 and wish you success in all your endeavors. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to all.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere.
'Tis the season of joy, giving, and togetherness. Every year we look forward to gathering with family and friends to celebrate. However, our gifts to each other should be love and unity, not COVID-19. We are not yet out of the woods, and the super spreader Omicron variant is looming on the horizon. Play your part in protecting the gains our country has made in managing this virus. Get tested to know your status this festive season. Celebrate responsibly, protect yourself and your loved ones. Know your status. Get tested for COVID-19. A message from the Ministry of Health.
understand. I need an education. I want to learn to be fan, be a Calypsonian. But what I really, really love the best, I want to be in school in time for recess. Bang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang, the bell ringing, oh Lord. Bang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang, school children running so wild in this International Year of the Child. Mommy, mommy, I have to go to school. Mommy, mommy, I want to learn the rules to become a great athlete, to stand on my own two feet. I could learn to brush my teeth, just like on Sesame Street. But what I love in school the most as man is to stay with teacher Beulah in detention. Bang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang, the bell ringing, oh Lord. Bang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang, school children running so wild in this International Year of the Child. Mommy, mommy, it's time to go to school. Mommy, mommy, I don't want to be a fool. I don't want to be a flop, to have to work with a mop. I want to be on top, to be smart when I grow up. Don't you know going back to school is a must, so I could get a free ride on the school bus. Bang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang, the bell ringing, oh Lord. Bang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang, school children running so wild in this International Year of the Child. Mommy, mommy, I'm going to school right away.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. There was funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. From a painting to a step, and a kicking from the hip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Yeah. But it was with expert timing. There was Funky Billy Kid and Little Sammy Chung. He said, "Here comes the big boss. Let's get it on." We took the ball and made a stand. Started swinging with the hand. Sudden motion made me skip. Now we're into a brand new trip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they did it with expert timing. Oh yeah. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Make sure you have expert timing. Kung fu fighting. And let's be fast as lightning.
You try with a federation, the whole thing end in confusion. CARICOM and then CARIFTA, but somehow a spelling disaster. Mr. West Indian politician, I mean you went to a big institution, and how come you can't unite 7 million? When a West Indian unity, I know it's very easy. If you only rap to your people and tell them like me, them is one race, from the same place, that make the same trip, on the same ship. So we must push one common intention, it's for a better life in the region, for we women and we children. That must be the ambition of the Caribbean man, the Caribbean man, the Caribbean man. You say that the Federation was imported quite from England, and you're going on for a CARIFTA with a true West Indian flavor. But since CARIFTA started running, morning, noon and night all are hearing, it's just money speech, them prime minister giving. But I say no set of money, good for my unity. First of all, your people need their identity like one race, from the same place, that make the same trip, on the same ship. So we must push one common intention, it's for a better life in the region, for we women and we children. That must be the ambition of the Caribbean man, the Caribbean man, the Caribbean man. CARICOM is wasting time. The whole Caribbean gone blind. If we don't know from where we come in, then we can't plan where we go in. That's why some want to be communists, others some want to be socialists, and one set a religion to add to the foolishness. Look, a man who don't know his history can't form no unity. How could a man who don't know his roots form his own ideology? Like one race from the same place that make the same trip on the same ship. So we must push one common intention. It's for a better life in the region, for we women and we children. That must be the ambition of the Caribbean man, the Caribbean man, the Caribbean